And alright, let me just clear my throat here. Let me get chat pulled up like always, and also I gotta send one thing out after that, and then once I'm done we can get this little show on the road. So I'm gonna get chat pulled up here on my phone. Let's see, volume 0%. And it's on silent. Let's see here. Right, there we go. I found it. What's up, Graham? How am I? I'm doing all right. It's Friday night, so I'm just chilling here. And then, if the game audio mutes itself for a second, just give me a second. I gotta get one thing sent out here real quick to everybody. So whenever I exit Farm Sim and I do that, like, the audio gets muted. So just ignore that. Hold up, just like I said, just ignore it. Give me about another 30 seconds. And there we go. Alright. So, one thing I have to show y'all, if y'all watched the last stream, you see me place down a small little kind of shed over here. I demolished that shed and I got a barn instead, so that way it's a little bit easier to put hay in here. And the grain wagon should be able to fit through here, so shouldn't be much of a big concern. Plus, these doors are bigger, aren't they? Yeah, these doors look slightly bigger than these, so if they don't fit straight through there, I can just put them on that side. But anyways, another thing I want to check before we get everything officially started is I want to check oat prices, because I'm pretty sure these are oats. Yep, they're oats. Look at prices. Oat. Alright. Oh, $47.95. Minneapolis. Well, it's nice talking to you, Graham. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, where's Minneapolis at? I don't play Umrv that much. Oh my gosh, that is it's a little ways down the road. I don't know about that. Should have got like a grain truck or something. We could get this grain done a lot faster. Well, I mean, Minneapolis, $47.95 is pretty good price, and the price is going up as we're speaking. So it's going up even higher, so it could be in probably the $50 range, 50, 55, and maybe possibly the 60s. $60 range. Not too sure. But you just have to go to bed. Didn't know about that. But yeah. Honestly, I'm probably just gonna store these oats in the grain bins, if I'm being completely honest with you. I mean, prices are pretty good. I mean, Minneapolis is selling it for a great price. It's $47.95 or something like that, I think I said. So price is pretty good at Minneapolis. Other places not doing too good. So I'm just gonna store it in the grain bin for a while and just maybe see if we can get just a little bit better price. I mean, $47.95, I think I said. I believe that was the price, I think. I mean, that is a good price, but maybe just keep it in there for a couple months and let's just kind of experiment. Because, I I'm not much of an oat guy, I'm more of a wheat guy, so I'm not too sure on how prices are with oats. I know in real life corn's selling about, I think this year the normal price is about $3 a bushel, and probably the lowest I'd say is $2.50, $2.25 a bushel, which is extremely low. It used to be like $6. Heck, I think it was like an average of $6, but the highest was like $9, and the lowest was like $5.30, which is still a pretty good price. And then soybeans this year is about $9, and back in like 2019 it was like $13 was the average, I think, and then like the highest was like $13.50, $14, maybe $15. So corn has dropped. Corn has dropped a lot. It's not looking too good this year. But soybeans, I mean, it's dropped some, but not as much as corn. $9 a bushel is still a pretty good price, but I mean, $13 a bushel is obviously a lot better. So, oh, you went to baseball practice? Well, hopefully y'all win some games. But if I mute my mic every now and then, is because I don't have like a cold or anything, but like in the fall my allergies start acting up. So if I keep muting my mic, it's because I'm like coughing and sneezing and stuff. Because my throat was like really dry today, so I've been coughing all over the place. I've tried drinking a bunch of drinks, it's just not working. It's just dry, so I'm gonna have to mute my mic every now and then just to get a couple coughs out. Well, good night to you, Graham. I'm gonna be doing probably a pretty good long little live stream tonight. Probably finish a majority of these oat fields, which we've got this field to finish up, then we got our biggest field, which is right behind us, and then we got one more over here to the right. That's gonna be our second biggest. So yeah, could have we got a bigger combine? Yes, but this mod has just been sitting in my mod folder for like half a year, just collecting dust. Haven't even used it once, so might as well put this to use. Plus it's a 1460. I'm a John Deere guy, but these Axle Flow combines look very nice. Like when it comes to overall brand, I'm a John Deere guy, but I mean, don't get me wrong, Case, like the Axle Flow combines and the Magnums and just some other tractors and some of their hay equipment as well. They've just, and the 1066 series and the 706 and 1206 series, those are nice. But yeah, I'm more of a Deere guy, but I mean, I'd have to say nothing beats a clean, like a 1066 or a 1206. Nothing beats that. I don't care what Case you likes, nothing beats a clean 1066, 1206. They're just that beautiful, you know. Nothing, whether it's a new Case or an even older Case that looks slightly better, nothing beats a good old 1066, 1206 series. Diesel, straight pipe, nothing beats that. Only problem I'm really having is, if you can see this, the combine is just absolutely shaking. It's like this combine's having a seizure or something. It's like the engine's tweaking. Not a lot of kind of power. Well, it's not that there's not a lot of power, it's just the power's like tweaking. It's got, the engine's kind of tweaking. Jacob, what's up, man? How you doing? Alright, 96%. Let me go ahead and get the auger sticked out here. Finish up this small little field here, and then head on down and finish up the biggest field we got, which is right here in front of us. And I messed that up very bad. And let's run up here. Well, I don't really see you doing any better. And how much do we got in the actual tank? 5%. Alright, let me get through here. Oh dang, we got this thing overflowing, looks like. And we'll just shut this off here. And we'll get the auger back in. And we'll finish this little field up here, what we have left. Say maybe about a half acre left here. But yeah, one thing I would like to see an update in this mod is, I'm not blaming the modder. The modder who made this is great. He makes a bunch of great mods, but like the engine just sits here and tweaks. And I know, I can tell it's the engine because it's just shaking. Like, I mean, I could be wrong. It could not be the engine. It could be this little rough terrain here, but I mean, based on the way everything's moving, I'd assume that it's the engine. Well, in Farm Sim, this right here is likely either the terrain or a mod issue that the modder hasn't fixed. But in real life, if it's doing this, it's either rough terrain or you've got some sort of power issue to the engine. Cause this is a big 4-wheel drive. This shouldn't be having really bad problems like it's having right now. So yeah, I'd say a couple more passes and we'll be done with this little field. I don't know if I'll plant a cover crop in this field or not. See, it'd be nice if I could harvest this, then bale it up, and then in the winter I plant maybe wheat or something. Heck, maybe I could plant alfalfa. I'm not too sure. We don't plant alfalfa on our farm in real life, so I'm not sure about the growing seasons on alfalfa. But if I can plant it in the winter time or like early spring, I'll probably get some alfalfa. I know Grant Hilbert, which is the squad. I know his brother Spencer Hilbert. He planted some alfalfa on what, 15-acre field or something. It was either a 15-acre field or like 15 acres. He seeded in with alfalfa. But anyways, I think that he uploaded that video like late winter, early spring or something. So I'm not too sure on alfalfa's growing seasons, but if I could get some, like a cover crop planted in this field, Then maybe get some alfalfa or something. Something like that. Because right now I'm harvesting my cash crop. Basically what your cash crop is it's your main crop, what you're making the most profit off of and everything. Alright, this will be my last pass. But yeah, that's basically what cash crop is. It's your main crop. You're making the most money off that crop. And then I guess what you could call your secondary crop would be like your cover crop and stuff. You know, you're still making money off of it, just not as much as your cash crop. Cover crops are usually planted so you don't have to plow it up or disc it up and expose all that soil to erosion and water and all that. So, yeah. And then also one thing I realized, I'm going to have to get another tractor. Wait. Yeah, I'm going to have to get another tractor and I'm going to have to get an auger. I'm going to have to buy another tractor and an auger. So, let's go and take a look at our choices here. Want something kind of small, probably a little bit older. Do I have that 4020 mod in? Okay, I forgot to add it in, dude. I had it was the in-game mod hub 4020, and I know the PC version is arguably slightly better. And sorry if you heard that little noise right there. I know the PC version only is probably arguably slightly better, but the thing is with the console and all platforms version is you can get a cab put on it, and it's like a yellow cab. So you got a green tractor and a yellow cab like this. Gosh, it looked nice. But I just need a small tractor, and maybe for like mowing the yard we'll get a small little Cub Cadet. But realistically, $1,900 is probably a little steep for something that size. But I mean, what are we gonna get bought? What are we running here? Do we want to run 1206? Let's run 1206. Fenders. Oh, my bad. I was thinking of like back fenders. Flat top fenders. Flat top, sorry. I cannot talk. Man, my allergies are killing me. Probably do it like that. I would put a cab on it, but you see with the cab, it won't let you customize the flat top fenders. Because I like them white like this. Then we got a 3-point on the back. Let's see. Got 2 hydraulics. So we're looking pretty nice. Attachers. Let's get some weights on here. Fully weighted. Don't want no front end loader on it. 13 weights is nice. Radio, we don't. Why would you need a radio on open station? If it starts raining, it's just gonna get ruined. This is fine the way it is. And then now I'm gonna probably have to I guess you could say, experiment with these augers here, because I don't know which one has a certain height I need. I'm gonna try my best and play the little guessing game here. So let's shut that off, because I'm gonna run over here and start buying some stuff. So we currently have $260,000. I'm doing a small little beef farm. So in here we'll put all of our hay, which we're gonna have a lot of it. This field we're about to start harvesting it's pretty huge. And then we got this field over here. This is not huge, but it's pretty big size. I'll just give y'all a little rundown of it. I'll run through it here. It's pretty huge, and then it goes down the hill to that tree line, I think. So it's pretty huge as well. So we're gonna have a lot of hay. Heck, just thinking about it, this whole barn might be filled up. We might not even have enough room for the grain carts in here. Thing's gonna be filled with straw. And then we got hay bales. We gotta put them in there once we make some hay, but we don't got any hay yet. Also, I don't even think we got any hay ground to make hay off of. Let's see. Augers. Would this, I think this west field right here would be the size we need. 18,000. And if that one don't work, we can always go with this one. I'll try this one first. Let me just kind of examine. Okay. Said I was going to try that one first, but let's be on the safe side. Think we're going to need the taller one. And then one thing I don't really like about augers, but this is the way farm sim works, is... Hold up. Oh, wait a minute. I don't think this one works like that. The normal in-game ones, you can just hop in them and drive them. I think these are the ones you actually have to connect and use the hydraulics. Get out here. Put the pin down. PTO. Hydraulics. And then... see here. Unfold. Oh. Just... I don't even think this is gonna fit. We got serious. Yeah, that's not fitting. I can tell you right now, it's not gonna fit. Gosh. Well, they've got this one. Yo, $25,000 is actually a good price. I mean, that thing is huge. Go ahead and buy this. Shut that off real quick, because I'm not sure if I'm going to need it. Hold up. This is $25,000. And the conveyor is also $25,000. I'm going to buy this one. This is the in-game one. I was using, like, the little mod pack thing or whatever for free. Was using that little thing. Alright, we've reached maximum height. Oh my gosh. This is my last option. It's either this or I'm going to have to go haul this all the way down to go sell it, which is all the way across the map. And that tree line y'all see down yonder, I'm pretty sure that's the map boundary. So this is my last option. Not too sure if this will fit. It looks like it will, but you never know. Then how do you... I need this. Need this out. Alright, let me do a little bit of stupid crap real quick. If I can even get up here. Realistically, you should not be doing something like that. I mean, if it gets the job done, it gets the job done, but for your safety, never do that. But I mean, hey, if it really does get the job done, I mean, go for it. But seriously, you should not be doing that. Alright, we should be about right over it. Okay. We're not perfect. Alright. A little bit more. I'm not gonna pull that back some. Alright, that's... if it comes down, it's gonna... Alright, that might be pretty much perfectly centered. Let me just give it a little gas here. And now let's go get the 4440 power shift. Yep. And go pull this underneath that. Little padding thing. So in total we got 61%, so we're not completely full here. But I need to kind of test this out before we start putting it in the grain bin. So we got 432.8 bushels, 61, which is equivalent to 61%. Which side is my thing coming out on? Alright. Coming out on this side. I don't think I've ever done an auger like this. This is new experience for me. Alright. If this don't work, I'm not too sure what will. Oh crap. About did the wrong one. Alright, there we go. Now we can do it. Is it going in? It says stop unloading. Oh, I forgot I could lower it. Is it saying we're getting grain in here? Does it tell us if we're getting grain? I don't mess around with grain bins too much. I mean, in real life, it's pretty simple. If you got everything hooked up, everything lined up correctly, and it's over the grain bin, you can just, you know, get it started like that, but and you just get it flowing like that. But in farm sim, this is a whole lot different. And these two grain bins right here, this is a mod, I'm pretty sure. Alright, I need to pull it back some. This is a mod, so I need to see how the modder kind of set this up. Alright, now this is right where it needs to be. Let me check like my information and stuff. How do I tell if like the grain's going in my grain bins? Like I said, in farm sim I don't mess around with grain bins a whole lot, so yeah. Oh, whoa, hold up. Wait a minute. It unloaded a completely different trailer. Whoa. I was nowhere near that trailer. Alright. So we got 51% oats, but it's not going down. It's getting pumped through, right? It says stop unloading, so yeah, it's going. Alright, it stopped. Oh, maybe not. Alright, we're stuck. Whoa. This is stupid. Let me do some searching up on my phone here. I don't know. It's going out of the trailer, but it's still saying I got 51%. It's not going down. Is this glitched? Dude, I think it's glitched. Because it's saying I don't have anything in here, but clearly I've got a whole trailer full. Is this full or something? It was only 400 some, like, bushel. It should not be full. Alright, it's glitched. I'm not doing anything. It's just plain glitch. I'm having to watch a freaking tutorial right now because I don't simply do this enough to... Give me a minute, y'all. Okay, maybe not. Oh gosh, that sucks. Says where I swear if I get out and it's still unloading, it's still yo, it's glitched. What if I stop unloading? It's glitched. Trailer's glitched. Okay. It's going through now. It's getting processed or whatever. Alright. Okay. That was weird. Alright, so now I gotta get what's in here out, but it's not giving me the option to get it out. Alright, let me just pull through here. Oh, it just, at the last second when I pulled out, it gave me the second to unload, but I didn't. Let me get everything lined back up here again. It seems to be working now, but I just don't know what's happening to the grain. Is it going in the bin or is it glitching or something? Realistically, it is not that hard to do this. Alright, it's going out now. So, everything's going through. I'm not seeing any grain getting, like, thrown down here or anything. I better not just have wasted all this grain. Alright, now it's glitched again. It says I have 62% and it's not. Do I need to, like, stop unloading? Oh. Oh, I get it now. I understand. So I have to, like, fill it up. Then I have to overload it into the bins. Alright. I'm learning. I mean, in real life, I'd have multiple trailer loads done, but in Farm Sim, this thing is just stupid. I've got 0% oats. And they should all be in the grain bin. Now I just need to figure out how I find out how much I've got in here. Is there any way? No. Is there any way to see how much I got in my bins? Alright, well, I can ask Google. She'll tell me. Let me see here. Is there any way I can ask, like, Copilot or something? Alright, it says, in your game, go to prices menu, which would be this, where you check crop prices at the top. You'll see silos owned. Oh, I see it now. It says, right, it doesn't say silos owned, but it tells me how many bushels I have. Alright. Okay, we've got everything going here. I'm gonna leave this thing running. Alright. Now we pull this back out to the fields and we can get back to harvesting. Get into the part most of y'all came here to watch, and not just sitting here trying to figure out how stupid alder works. But I see it now, alright. It's gonna take some time to learn and all, but we're getting the operation going here. I don't think that... Nah, it's not in the road. Plus, these are back roads anyways. People don't take these unless they have to. So yeah, here's the next field we're going to be doing. This is the biggest field we own. And then over there, y'all see that dirt over yonder? We also own that field, but nothing's planted in it, and we bought it that way. And it's August right now, so it's kind of wheat harvest season and selling crops and all that, so it's not really nothing to plant. In the fall is going to be corn and soybean harvest, so there's no point in planting soybeans this late. Plus, I don't even think the game lets you plant it this late. I think it has to be done. I think the latest in FS22 you can do it's maybe mid-spring, late spring, something like that. I think like April or May is like the last month that lets you plant it in the game. I think April is, but maybe May, I'm not too sure. So yeah, this field might take me probably another whole live stream to do. I mean, it goes all the way down yonder to like that little hill y'all see, and then it goes all the way down yonder to that other little field with nut planted in it, and then it curves back behind that tree line right there to the right. Probably not gonna do a headland, but I'm gonna go down here and then turn down there and show y'all that, and probably harvest that small little area down there and come back and do the main area here. So these fields, they do have quite a bit of weeds in them, but this is how I bought them, and I could have just used easy dev to get the weeds out and all that, but I mean, this is just the way I bought them, and I'm trying to be as realistic as possible. Not necessarily realistic, but just trying to do an actual streaming like my progress on the farm here, and not just cheating it all with easy dev like I do sometimes in my streams and all that. So yeah, I've got $226,000 to spend on like equipment and stuff. And thinking back, we really didn't need to buy the 1206, but I mean, we got it anyways, and so that's an extra tractor, so we're not gonna sell it unless we have to, and chances are we're not selling it anytime soon or anytime later. I love the 1206. Probably 1206, I'd say 1066 and the 1206, and the 886 as well. Just the 86 and 66 series and 1206 series in general. Those series, I'd have to say, is my favorite series. No doubt about it. 100%. Hands down my favorite series of tractors made by International. Not too big of a case guy. I'm more of an International guy to know. What you're probably saying to yourself is, well, they're the same thing. Well, they're the same thing now, but obviously 50, 60 years ago they weren't the same thing. So I'm more of a old school International guy rather than a new school case guy. So we're over halfway full, 125, 126 bushel. %. So as you can see it, if y'all can see that, it curls around this little tree line here. I'm 90% full. Go ahead and get my auger sticked out here. Alright. 100% full. Pull it back, then push it forward. Now the reason I do that, so most people probably think that's weird, but instead of getting like all that straw piling up, like as you can see here, I kind of reverse and move back and kind of get it spread out instead of just a big clump here. So that's why I do that, just to spread the straw out. But yeah, this field's pretty huge. Then let me go over here. So as you can see, it keeps on going, and it keeps on, and then it stops right here at my cow pasture. I know what you're probably saying, this is a cow pasture. Why the heck is this doing out here? Well, this is just like a small little shed for them to go in. Cause I like to be realistic while I'm playing FS. So if there's a hurricane or a bad storm, they come in here and they got some shade, and if it's a really hot day, you know, they got shade and cover for rain and snow and all that. Then over here, I don't have any cows in here yet because I'm trying to get the straw and all their food made before I buy them, instead of buying them and, you know, they starve and all that, and then I make the food. I'm trying to have all their hay and food made for them, so when we do get them, you know, I already have all the food for them. Which is why we put this barn up here. And instead of going down that little row right there, I'm actually going to go up here, because I'm looking at this little sunflower field here, which I don't do sunflowers, but I'm just going to look at the field in general, because that'd be a pretty nice field to have. I mean, we probably can't afford it, but once we start expanding the operation and buying more cows and making more money, this will probably be the next piece of property I buy. What property is this? Alright, so this is field 1. Okay. So if we bought this, this would be... See, this is the field we're doing now, field 10. It's a pretty big field. On the map, it doesn't look that big, but when you're actually out there working in it, it's pretty big. And then field 1, if we bought this, it'd be our biggest field. So this is even bigger than the field we're doing now. So it looked nice, but I'm not quite sure if we want to go that big yet. We want to start off kind of decent size, and then once we make more money, buy a new combine, buy some bigger machines and equipment, then it's when we want to kind of take up the challenge and buy a field probably about that size. Where's the auger at? There it is, and we're unloading. Go ahead and shut it off because I know I can get one full load of the grain tank in here. And then the next load, I'm pretty sure I have to actually unload and all that. But I can get one full load in that trailer. But yeah, this is a pretty nice combine. It's a lot nicer than our Massey 760. Wouldn't actually mind having a 1460 axle flow. But I mean, the Massey Ferguson combine we got now is pretty good. Oh, we're already done. And let's get straight back into it. See, for me it's 8:36 because I live in the South. I live in North Carolina. So we are an hour ahead of the Midwest and other regions of the United States. So probably about 9 o'clock, 9:05 I'll end the stream. Plus we've been streaming, if I had to guess, well over an hour now. I know for a fact we've been streaming well over an hour. Because I checked the time like 10 minutes before I started streaming and it was like, don't quote me on this, but from my memory it was probably about 7:20. Don't quote me. I think it was like 7:15, 7:20 or something when I checked. Which I'm an hour ahead of the Midwest and all that, so my viewers in the Midwest, that's why my time is so much later than y'all's, because I'm an hour ahead. Different time zone. Midwest is an hour behind, South is an hour ahead. So, if you think about it, the Midwest they technically get, if you think about it, technically the Midwest gets an hour, technically they get 25-hour days. Because we get regular 24-hour days, but since we're an hour ahead of them, once they get to their 24th hour, we've already started a new day. So technically, if you think about it, they really get 25 hours. Because we're an hour ahead, they're an hour behind. So if they're behind, that means they get longer days. Because if we're an hour ahead, say it's like 8:30 in the Midwest, it's really 9:30 in the South for us. So that's like the time most people are sleeping and getting in bed and just kind of winding down for the night and all that. Let me go ahead and harvest this. I'm not going to do a in row or headland. I'm just kind of getting this harvested right here, get it off the fence line some, so I don't have to worry about hitting that later. I think what I'm doing, I'm going to split this little section. I'm going to cut this little section off the actual main field. Alright, now I'm going to go this way with it. So what I'm going to do is when I'm doing this, I'm going to go back and forth this way. And then when I'm doing this, I'll go back and forth that way. And then once we get past this tree line, I'll go back and forth that way. Like I'm doing down here. So, yeah. It's got some very thick weeds in it, but like I said, I just bought it the way it was. Next year, I'll definitely I'll either get some chemicals sprayed on it. Maybe if I could like lease a little John Deere 4700 sprayer, I think, because I have the mod. Hold up, I'll show y'all in a second. Let me get to the end of this row and then I'll show y'all. I know one of the 4700s don't work, but I think the manure one might work. And we should get full on this next row, and we'll be facing that way towards the grain wagons. Alright, so the 4700 sprayer looks like this. So comes with a dry box for spreading lime and fertilizer and stuff. Then there's a 47/4710, which actually, these sprayers, they have the body of a sprayer, but they have the cab of like a 7810 or maybe a 8110. That looks like a lot longer hood, but it's got like the cab of a 7810 and the body of a sprayer. And then it's got one for a manure system, so if you're doing like your GA manure or you're doing precision farming with all that manure technology and stuff, they've got a mod that is... They've got a version of that mod that's compatible with the like manure system thing in precision farming. So they've got that on there, so that's pretty cool. Haven't used the manure version yet because cows haven't produced any manure yet. Matter of fact, speaking of manure, I don't think I've placed down a manure place for it to, whenever the cows produce manure, it like goes to that area, and then it's like a pile. It goes to that pile whenever they produce manure. I need to get one of them balls. It should be under silo extensions. If y'all play FS22, y'all 100% know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna go ahead and get that ball. Accidentally pulled my auger back in. Alright, there we go. Basically what I'm doing is I'm trying to get all my equipment and stuff bought. So I'm trying to spend all my money on equipment right now, so that way I can start actually making money since I already have all my equipment. So silo extensions, and then right here the cow crap pile. 25,000. Okay, well, that is very expensive, and let's see. I think I'm going to demolish this right here. Let me go ahead and get this bought. I mean, this is expensive, but whatever. We'll place it like... How about like right here where this shed's at? Oh, okay, that... Can I... Okay, I can't. Actually, do I have 2x speed on? No, I don't. Alright, just give me a little running boost here. How bad did this mess the terrain? Alright, not too bad. It's a little rough through here, but not too bad. That, well, I'll say not too bad, but that might have just messed my idea up. Was gonna put a, Alright, so now we have exactly $200,000, but we'll probably spend about another 40 to 60,000 on like planter and stuff like that for seeding soybeans and corn, our main crop, cash crop. So I'm gonna attempt, I doubt it'll work because of the terrain, but I'm attempting to put a gate here. Got a pack for it. Terrain too steep, yeah. Well, at least I can fix it. It's a little screwed up, but at least I fixed it to the best of my ability. Now we're down to 195,000. I said we'd spend. Let me just go ahead and give y'all a rundown of what I'll probably buy. So planner wise, I'll probably buy a planner. I was gonna buy this, but 45,000 is a little steep. I mean, a 7,000 would be nice, but I mean that's gonna. 7,000 is what, a 6-row? Yeah, 6-row. That's 6-row planner is going to take us forever. And then I kind of need a cedar. So they've got a 21x7 for 4,200, and then they've got a 3-point one that mounts onto the 3-point. This one's only 2,900, but I'm gonna be honest, the 3-point version looks horrible. So 4,200 is not too steep, and we could get one that comes with I guess you could say an adapter to put 2 on here, but I'll just go with the 21x7. This actually looks just like my Pawpaw's grain drill we have on the real life farm. Planters, I would really like to have the Cyclo, but I mean, it's just too steep, and I'd probably want dry tanks on it. We have a Cyclo, but it's an 800 Cyclo, and wouldn't mind having one, but I'm not. Our Cyclo planter's a 4-row. 4-row is even smaller. And then for like weeds and stuff, cultivators, I'll probably get like this John Deere 4500. Or not a 4500, it's a 20-foot cultivator, but for 4,500 bucks. It's a mod pack. You can get a Ford 20-foot cultivator, 20-foot Alice, 20-foot International, and 20-foot Deere. I'll probably go with a Deere. Speaking of Ford, I'll probably get like a Ford 2000 or 3000 bought for just utility stuff around the farm. Just a small little tractor. And then for weeds, I'll get this for $4,500. So yeah, I'm doing like small equipment, but pretty good amount of acreage, if you know what I'm saying. Because obviously this field we're doing right here, it's a pretty big field. We're just doing it with some small equipment. Which, I mean, it is better than dropping $100,000, $200,000 on a combine. So we're making a little bit of money than the big dudes are making. Because they have to pay for all that and interest rates and everything. We got, I guess you could say, old used equipment, so interest rates, they're not really into old equipment. Hopefully I don't have to switch to the next trailer, but I probably will. Yep. Just got a little bit more left in the grain tank. Yep. And shut it off. Let's see, we got probably 2 or 3 more passes here. We ought to be able to get it done. I'll probably finish this up, and then once I've finished up with this small little part, I'll probably call it a string. Plus, okay, yeah, should have about 3 passes here. 3 passes left to do. This is the second pass. So yeah, we should be able to get that one done. So just in case you guys are wondering, we've got for grain tank wise, we've got the Kinsey 350. I was going to get the 300, but I wanted something with just a little bit more storage, so went with the 350. And then the 380, I think it was. 360, 380 or something. That is just too big, so I didn't go with that one. But yeah, I'll probably have to, whenever I'm done with stream, I'll probably go on like a itch.io or some sort of mod hub and look for a good planner. I mean, I'd love to have that international. I mean, I could go into the mod file and modify the price, but I'm not too sure how to do that. I mean, 45,000. I'm trying to kind of keep my money within the $150,000 range. I mean, second thoughts, spending 45,000 on the planners, maybe not that bad. Actually, giving it a second thought, so I probably will spend 45,000 on it. Back in the 80s, I'm not too sure if that would sell for 45,000. It'd probably be more like 20, 25, 30. So, I mean, maybe it was 45, but I mean, things were pretty cheap back in the 80s, so probably more realistic price is probably maybe 25,000. And I'll have to come back and get that. And there we go. 8:52. I know I said I'd probably end once I'm done with this, but I randomly out of the blue feel like doing just a little bit more work here. So I'll probably start right here and go up. Just follow the tree line. Let me fix this thing so we don't have a weird looking row here. Alright, so now I'm just following the tree line here and doing kind of a little small little in row. Will I do a full in row? Maybe. But right now I'm just kind of following the tree line, doing a small little in row here. I could actually, what I could do is split this little section up, so that way I could go across that way on the main little strip right there, that where we started at, and then separate this and then go up and down like that. I think that's what I'll do. I'll get to where this tree line kind of curls to the other side, where that strip where we first started at on this field, and separate those two into two different little sections, just to make it a little bit easier and give us some room for the grain cart and all that. So right here where it curls back into this main strip, I'll probably cut it off about, okay, I'll cut it off like right here. It keeps on going, so I'm trying to don't want to follow it all the way. I need to find a good point. Say probably about right here. So yeah, probably about right here is a good place to separate it. It's not too much work to do. And how we're going to do this off, or how we're going to do this one, is let me show y'all. Over here on the main strip where we started, we're going to go back and forth like that. Then over here where I've separated it, we're just going to follow it and go up and down like that. So over here we're going back and forth, and then up here we're going up and down. which technically is back and forth, but you get what I'm saying. Right now we're going down, and then when we come back up, we'll obviously be going up. And then over there's not really any ups or downs or anything, so it's just straight across and then straight back. So right now we're doing the up and down. Plus, I'm kind of glad I cut it like this, because I need to open up just a little bit more room over here, because I only had one row done over here. So just open up some more room, get the grain cart through here. And this is the last. It's currently 8:56, so yeah, this is last row I'm doing. Once I get filled up here, I'm gonna call it a stream. So we are 2% away, 1% now, and 0%. Let's go ahead and shut it off. Well, guys, I'm probably going to hop off and go look for a planter mod. I mean, more than likely I'll buy that for 45,000, but I'm going to try and keep my bank account trying to keep it at least over 130,000. I'd say is a good mark. So, hope you guys enjoyed today's video, or tonight's video. It was a pretty good long stream, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll catch y'all on the next one.